Hey guys, how we doing? It is a Monday. You guys might be getting this on Tuesday, as I ended up putting this up a little closer to 9 o'clock on Monday night. Going to go all the way back to 2006. For some of you guys, you remember these cars. These were the spec modifieds, and although they never really caught on with anybody, and they never actually raced as a group outside of some modified drivers trying them at places like Rolling Wheels and Syracuse. This was the dirt driving experience where you could basically pay money and get the full racing experience and go out and take some laps. These are the cars, and I'm going to pan up just a little bit here because there's a couple pictures in a little bit where it's a little more towards the top. But you could come in on, I believe it was Wednesday night, and run these things, and the thing was pretty popular. There's Greg Birosh, by the way, giving one a try. Him and I had some fun later on the track that same night. Corey Reed is in the gray or the green shirt and the shorts, but this was a night, and there's Dave Axton there on the right. He did the two-seater modified and actually helped do the class. So he would give some pointers to some of the people, and here's some of the people who were there on this night. Again, they paid for this. Sometimes it was a barter deal, something like that. They might have been sponsors and things. But they would do this on Wednesday nights. And the nice thing for me, and there's Tony Steiner, by the way, he was there checking out his car. And you'll see what the problem was that he had, and you can see by where he's reaching there. It's the reservoir right there. He had a little overheating problem on this night. So he was trying to work that out, and you can tell from this, yeah, he had maybe a little more than a little bit of an overheating problem. But what they would do is they would bring people in, and they would give them a little classroom session at first here. There's Tony Steiner's wife there on the right in the brown. She was there, and there's Greg Birosh on the right also with the red shirt, or red suit, excuse me. But what they would do is they would give them, that's Rich Applebee right there too, by the way. They would give them a little classroom thing, and then they let them go out. They discouraged them from racing, but sometimes it just kind of worked out that way, and there was kind of nothing they could really do about it. And you'll see at the end of this night, a couple people did get together. But what my deal was is I had something set up with Tonya, and you're going to see Tonya Moschell here in a little bit. We miss her. She did a great job up here with dirt at that point. She's now down in Florida and doing pretty well too. I just talked to her before things go. There's the another one of these cars. But what they would do is I would come out and promote this and put the pictures up, and the people who were there would have a chance to download them and remember their time in the car. And in exchange, I would get a few laps. So in between sessions, they'd let me go out in one of these. And on this night, Greg Birosh and I had a little bit of fun with these. But you could see these on the track at Syracuse, and there's one you're going to see here in a little bit that a lot of us remember, and I had a chance to do this. We did a video, and I got to find that somewhere. But they actually put me in the back seat of the two-seater with Dave Axton, and I, had and this was back, I actually did videotape it because it was tape at the time. I know I've got that somewhere. I've got to find that. But I need an 8mm player, so if any of you guys have one, let me know. But a lot of the guys would go out and have some fun, and then the two-seater was also part of the deal as well. But this was a lot of fun. You can tell these guys were having a ball. Those are not fake thumbs up right there. There's the two-seater, and someone getting hooked into the two-seater to go out and have some fun. And there they are. And, of course, Dave Axton loves to tell the story of when the two-seater blew up. They had it at Syracuse, and I guess it was someone from one of the armed services. It may have even been a general. It was somebody pretty high up the chain. And the motor went in this thing at Syracuse, and it was flames and oil all over the place. And I remember Dave Axton is the one who tells this story better, because obviously it was him who was there. He said the guy thought, and this is a guy who'd been in the service and seen action and stuff. He said that was the coolest thing ever. So there's the inside of the two-seater right there. And this lady who was in the back, she had a ball out there. And Tony Steiner likes to tell the story. He told me that when his wife was out there in the two-seater, he was out there in his car, and he was pulling slide jobs and getting as close to her as he could to give her the full experience. And I guess she really liked it. So it's amazing the Steiners didn't end up with a couple of cars out on the track at some point. So, but this was a ball. I liked it. And as you can see, here's a little bit of damage. Somebody, I remember Corey was not happy with a couple of the people because they messed a couple of the cars up out there just having a little bit too much fun. But anybody who's raced knows a little confidence sometimes is the worst thing in racing, because when you're a little confident, you're pretty close to being overconfident as well. I just like this shot right here. This was taking me back to my PBS days. I like to get a little artistic if I could with the camera. There's Dave Axton on the left, and there's Stephanie Steiner, Tony's wife, on the right. And you can see that smile. That is not, I didn't have to tell her to smile if I remember correctly. She was already smiling. And here's Greg Birosh and myself at the end of the night, and we had a lot of fun out there. I don't remember exactly. I know he was behind me, and they weren't our cars. I don't think he got by, but let's be honest, Greg was a heck of a lot better race car driver than I was. This is Tonya Moschell. I can't remember her exact title, but she basically sat in the big office out there in Weedsport. I'll tell you a story about the first time we met somewhere down the road. But I just messaged her earlier to tell her to look for these when she's coming up. So, and the final photo here is of some damage that happened out there on the racetrack. So, dirt driving experience. I hope a lot of you had a chance to do it. I'm going to put probably not going to put another one up tonight, but I'll be putting some new stuff up tomorrow. If everything works out well, I'm going to have 2 new ones up tomorrow that I'm going to shoot tomorrow. And if all works well, there's going to be one of them that I think you guys at Oswego are really going to like. Keep your fingers crossed on that one. I want to thank Troyer Fuller Racing, Garofalo's Importing, and we've got a lot of other people coming on board here soon. We've had a lot of conversations, so there's more sponsors coming. If you want to sponsor a race night or something like that, please get a hold of me. Or if you just want to help us out, hit the PayPal. You can call me, message me on Facebook, message me here on the YouTube channel, and I'll be sure to get to you. Hope you guys are having a great night. Hit that blue E down there in the corner, guys. It will subscribe you. We're up to over 2,100 subscribers now. The more we get, the more we make, and it ain't a heck of a lot, guys. Trust me. You're lucky if you make 30, 40 bucks a race night from YouTube, so it is not what you think it is. I'll see you guys soon, and I hope you guys are having a great day.